Here we are.
Good morning, everybody. Let's see, my hair's up. Where's my. Hello.
You look beautiful.
Right. Blanca, did you like and share the show? And you're the first one. You better like the show and share it. Who else is coming on today? And
I
watch
don't
it
know.
just go like it did last show.
It might.
I couldn't keep up with it. It's so fast.
That's cool. They'll come on. We've got 7 watching.
Hey,
There's
Christopher.
I know that Christopher always shares our shows. Thank you very much for
Yep.
that. I know that. Thank you for spreading the word about us. It's very helpful. We appreciate it.
As I say it, I appreciate it very few.
Yes, you do. You say that a lot.
See,
Yeah. So I hope you all joined us with your mug of coffee, mug of cocoa, mug of tea, and just ready for some conversation. Your mug. I got this mug. I'm not using a Latino mug because I want to keep it. I mean, we're here for an hour and a half and I can't get up and go and run around. Hi! And heat my coffee in the microwave. Hi, Sherry. And hi, Lynn. Good to see you. Herbie's here. Thank you for already liking and sharing the show. There's Doyle. Awesome.
just who I wanted to see too. Doyle.
Yes.
This is the shirt we have available now. As you can see, this is the Latino Psychic Visions one. But I like the old one. Okay, that's what I'm going to reorder again as some old ones. Unless you want a 3 in that style. So let me know. And also let me know what color.
And I think you talked about bracelets as well. Did you bring
Yep.
those in?
I have those on me right now.
I don't know which ones he wants.
I think, everybody's going for this one, honey.
Yeah?
Which is all the saints and everything.
Yeah, I wear that too. It's right here. I've got mine going as well. And there we have Kathy Hanley, Nancy Moreno. Decky is here.
Decky,
Awesome.
hello, Decky.
Awesome to see you. Good. Beautiful. So I'm just kind of multitasking here, so hang in there with me. All right. So we're hoping that we're going to wait for some more people to show up, and as Spirit moves us, that will happen. And also we'll talk about a few things as well. I've been absent a little bit. I know that. Kind of had to deal with a I don't know, upper GI thing, but I think it's taken care of now. So, yep. There's Doreen. Good to see you. It's really funny. I mean, you don't know how kind of crummy you felt until you feel so much better, right, folks? I get that. I'm so grateful to feel
Hello,
better.
Doreen McAvoy.
Yes.
Now, listen, how many likes do we have? 3. And I don't know what, we got 11 people on right now, and there's only 3 likes. You ought to be ashamed.
Well, that's in Facebook. We don't know how many are in, that only shows the Facebook likes, to tell you the truth.
Well, we need you to like and share the show.
Yes. Yeah, Roger's had a little bit of a fall as well, and he's feeling a lot better. Thank you I see all these thumbs up over here on Facebook. You know what? If it's possible, it would be really great if you'd come over to YouTube, because you know what? We have so much trouble with these Facebook trolls coming in and attacking you guys, and we do not endorse them. Please know that. I mean, and they also like to clone us. We do not send.
She's new, honey.
Huh?
She's new. You better pep her up to it all.
Okay, so Stephanie, hi. How are ya? We're gonna not be doing readings right away. Only as long, we have to wait a little while for Spirit to move us.
But they're not reading readings, okay?
No.
It says something. If something comes off your name, I'll tell you. But
Believe
if you
me.
want a one-on-one reading, you schedule it with my wife.
Right, and I'll show the phone number later. But Stephanie, just wait, and if things start to come in for you, honestly, Roger will tell you. I promise you. Okay. I'm so glad you joined the show. I love your picture. It's beautiful.
Doyle, are you talking about this one right here, the bracelet?
Yeah, I think you
Everybody
did.
likes this bracelet. You
And
know that?
he wants the old style of the t-shirt too. So thank you.
Okay, cool.
And Anne Marie is going to move to YouTube. Great. I'll post the YouTube link on Facebook for y'all. Okay. So I'm going to do that right now. Always a little different. So please come over to YouTube when I show it to you.
Okay, Doyle, give me some time because I'm going to be ordering 10 of those shirts, the old ones. Okay? I like it that it says Latino Psychic Visions on top, not on the bottom. I might have to switch back to the old ones, and just produce those. And then we'll get you the bracelet too, buddy. We have these bracelets available, everyone, so you know. No, the watch is not available, okay? I've had this is no lie. I've had this Timex watch since the 70s. And this is no lie, it keeps going. Like they say, takes a licking, keeps on ticking. Yes, it does. Okay, Doreen says YouTube won't work for her.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, dear. I think you have to subscribe.
And Denise, good morning. She says she popped in to say hello.
Can't stay long, she says. Have a burial for her grandma Kay at 11. All the cousins are here.
Sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry, but I mean, it's good to get together with cousins too during these times, isn't it? So.
Yeah. Sandra Perez, hello, good morning. Herbie, good morning. Vanessa Wundal and my buddy Travis Wundal, hello, good morning.
Good show
Anne
today.
Maria Reyes, hello. It's good to see everybody coming on. And how many likes do we have? 8.
We had a good. I looked over on your YouTube channel. It was a pretty good representation. So keep it up, folks. Keep on doing the thumbs up.
Hit the like button, hit the share button, and share it with your compadres, your comadres, and all of the family.
Yes, Herbie says search for Roger Garza Sr. and add a psychic at the end of that as well.
Right.
But if that works, Herbie, if that's how you do it, then I trust what you're saying is true because Herbie's figured it out. Thanks, figured it out. Thank you for help. Thank you for your help. I mean, we're on the producing side of it, the production side of it. So I don't know the pains you guys go through. I know I went through a little bit of pain at first. Yes, and patience is a virtue. Thank you.
You know, Christopher, I used to say that all the time. I used to say patience is a virtue, but I don't have any time for it.
No kidding. Especially when we're driving on Interstate 94.
Easy.
So yeah, you do have the limited edition t-shirt now. Absolutely, you do.
That's because you're special, Lynn.
You are special. So, Shauna says, hi, Roger and Faye. How are you both doing? We're doing good, better. And we love you too. Absolutely. Yeah, I love to be on. I mean, I felt a little, I try not to feel guilty about anything. It was not easy for me to stay home, but honestly, I just know when I'm not ready for prime time.
There's Janine. Hello, Janine. Hey. What time is it now, Janine? It's about 7 o'clock, isn't it?
She says her diabetes. Okay. It's on Sunday morning. She's such a loyal viewer. Yep. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. She says her diabetes and blood pressure is up high, but I'm okay. I'm glad to hear that. I know my sister has to deal with.
Stay warm, girl. Oh no, you guys are going into spring now, right?
Yeah. She's now celebrating spring down in Australia.
Spring has sprung.
Yeah. So we have a new little backdrop here. You see the trees that are turning color. That's kind of how it looks around here. What are you looking at?
At the top
Are you
of
seeing the
trees?
trees? I'm going to get you out of here.
No.
Did you see them?
See.
Okay. So we're waiting for more people to come in, and we'll have a little topic to talk about as soon as we have more people. But we're just saying hello to everyone. Glad you're joining us. Yeah, thanks, Doreen. I know. Why feel guilty? You weren't well. Time out for you. Thanks. Yeah, and it's important to take time out when you don't feel well. I feel that if you push it, it's just like, why are you showing up? You know,
Yes, Decky, autumn is here.
it is. And I love this. It's a very short season here in the upper Midwest of the United States, but I enjoy every single day of it. Today we have a little bit of rain going on, but I still love the tree color. Absolutely.
Where's my buddy Richard Dearden at?
He'll probably join later.
Say, Christopher, I'm wondering how are you doing, buddy? I know you're fighting cancer or something like that, and just hope you're doing okay.
So we got Shauna says, lovely backdrop. Yeah, the leaves are fairly falling now and changing colors and changing course. You can feel that autumn crisp feeling now in the air. Yeah, I know. It's cooler at night. And Anna's saying there's rain in Pacific Northwest too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Anne Marie is up in Oregon, no? Was that what it was?
I'm not sure. Yep. Lynn has got, Lynn displayed her beautiful roses on Facebook. I'm kind of jealous. Can I say it? Jealous? I haven't done the rose bush thing yet. No, I haven't done it. We've got Flocka on Facebook here.
Yep, she was the first one, and I told her to share and to like the show, and she's on Facebook. Get off of Facebook, everybody, and go into YouTube. For the mere fact that we have a lot. Oh, incidentally, somebody cloned me again. I do not ask you to, for readings and all that. I don't chase that. That's not me. It put under, please write me back for a reading. I don't do that. So, if I don't do friend requests first off. I say, if you make a friend request, give me the 4 things I asked for. A picture of you, not your family, not your kids, not your horses, not your flowers or your dogs or your hubby. I need a picture of you, your full given name at birth, where you live now, and where you're from. That's all I need.
So Christopher is saying his cancer has moved from his colon to his liver, but he's hanging in there. Well, you know
We'll
what?
pray for you, buddy.
Paul Francis is having a healing session on Tuesday evening, isn't he? Am I right?
And I'm first. He wants me to be first.
And he's going to have you first. But do you know what time that's going to be?
2:00 our
2
time.
o'clock Central Time?
Yep.
So, Christopher, if you don't know about that already, I would highly suggest you joining us with Paul Francis on Tuesday, 2 o'clock Central Time. I'm not sure what that means for you, Christopher. Anyone who, we follow Paul Francis, and he's just awesome. And
it's 3 o'clock, I think, for Christopher, because he's
maybe,
in Florida.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So, highly recommend it, okay? Even if it's just kind of tuned in for Roger at first, I'm kind of sure that it can apply to everyone watching.
Because of those of you who watched the shows before and watched Paul,
yeah,
y'all know that I fell off the stage with the other guitar player on top of me. So it's like he body slammed me to the pavement. and I'm
Yep.
still in pain. I'm still hurting,
Yep.
but I'm getting over it. Thank God.
He is. The big bruise is going away. That was one heck of a bruise. And yeah, very good, Christopher. Yes. I mean, the amazing things that happened, I mean, for the healing sessions that he and Johanna have gone through with their group of healing friends has been a big impact on Johanna's progress. It's wonderful. Plus all of the support that everyone in this family of ours and Paul's gives him. It is highly, highly appreciated. Thank you. Here we have Jacqueline Marsh. Hi, Roger and Faye. Hello, dear. And there's Lisa Khan too. Good morning.
Jacqueline Marsh, it has been a while. Where have you been?
Yep. You know, Doreen is brought up high. I'm looking to be inspired or a positive thought. Anything there for me? You know what? This is what kind of isn't this funny that you said that? Isn't that amazing? Remember the topic that I thought of today?
Yes.
Do you want me to talk about it?
Please.
Okay. So we were discussing what we were going to talk about today, and what came in my head, and I don't know why, but I wanted to ask the viewers, what inspires you? What do you do independently to inspire yourself? So that's the topic. What inspires you? I will share what inspires me, and but I want to hear what you guys have to say about that.
Good morning, Mary Erickson. And good morning, Leona, or good afternoon for you. Lisa says that Tina went back to the hospital on Thursday, but she's coming home today. Yay!
So, whoops, I didn't mean to do it that way.
No, that's good. That way they see it. And here's another thing we talked about. There are people like, before I moved down to Texas, a lot of big stars per se were people that I would say, man, I can't wait to meet. I got to meet this person. Blah blah blah. I love their music. I've been following it, and not idolizing, but still,
Mm-hmm.
And then it turns out when I got down there, all these big stars that I used to follow all became friends of mine. And it's like when I was playing for Flacco, he would say that I myself am also a pioneer in music. I'm going on 60 years on the guitar and 62 years in music. So it's like, what inspires younger kids, this is what we talked about, to see younger kids keep the tradition going,
So I'm going to skip down to what Janina said. It is spring in Australia and beautiful days, but I'm always cold and have pain in my chest and my legs. Wow. So Janine, please take in Paul's session on Tuesday if you can.
Yep.
I feel like I always learn something with Paul's meditative healing sessions. It's incredible. And so Shauna says, I got to say prayer and going to Mass inspires and helps me. And also using my angels like Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael. Music and writing poetry also helps. Absolutely. Good for you,
there
Shauna.
It is.
It's good to have things that inspire you. It kind of gets you out of yourself. It's how do you get out of yourself? What do you take in to get out of yourself?
Can you go to Jacqueline, honey? Thank you.
Yeah. So, and she says at the moment, she's being inspired by my 6-year-old foster child, his bravery at the loss of his mom, his attitude at being taken away, his confidence in angels, a real brave lad. Wow. I know people can inspire you and children can inspire you. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that wonderful? Okay. So we have is this a new person, sweetie? We have
Yeah, I
Amy
believe so.
Elaine Loveday. So, Amy, stay with us. Thank you for joining us today. Um, we will read, I'm going to read this and we're going to put it in, on record, but we are talking a little bit, and then as things come through, Roger will maybe address it. I mean, I'm sure he will try to address it.
Well, let me say this, Elaine, and I've talked about this on the show. Um, 2 years ago, I lost my son to COVID. And that same day that I found out that he died, I had already loaded up all my equipment because I'm a musician and I was going to go play. And I found out he died, and I went anyway. And I said on the microphone, I said, they say that when you lose a loved one, the best thing you could do is surround yourself with friends. I said, and here I am. And I told him I lost my son to COVID today. And, everybody, oh, I'm so sorry. And I told him, I don't want your pity. All I want you to do is be my friend. And that was the most important thing.
I
And
think
then
it's
I
really,
also, go ahead, honey.
well, I know that it's very important for Roger and many of you to be surrounded by people. And if you can be with someone while you're going through this tough
We got a
time,
knucklehead on.
okay, it's really important. So
And
we
another
have a,
thing I had said was, if you keep on grieving, then it's no longer about the person that passed away. It's about you. And that's not the issue. Can you see these, honey?
yep, I'm working on it, dear.
Okay. So the thing is, like I've always said, and I don't mean to be rude at all, understand that. I'm trying to help people get through their grieving. And I tell them all, how long do you want to grieve? So, Amy, it's like the only thing you can do now is do something that mom would be proud of you for doing it. Don't sit there boo hoo in the chair. Get off the chair. Do something. Do something constructive where mom would look and go, wow, she did that. I'm really proud of her. That's what you want to do. Now, I know my son, the day that he died, I know the reason I went is because everybody was telling me, you want to stay home? No. I said, because I know my son. My son would say, Dad, you get to that gig anyway. Never mind, I'll be there too. But just get to that gig. And I did. And I've been playing since. I miss my son dearly, I really do. But life goes on.
I'm trying to find comments about the topic of the day of what inspires you. Okay.
Now, see, Leona says her children inspire her.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of like a given. Yes,
Well,
your kids help you go on the fight.
I think that's a really valid point. I feel like my children inspire me as well. When I am surrounded by my kids, I am totally inspired by them. They have so many talents, and the information they have is new. And I think we should always learn from our kids. They have something to say.
Norma. Good morning, Norma. There's one.
Oh, I gotta say what Lynn says. Okay, is that okay? Lynn says, Paul and you to inspire me, but the friends I'm meeting at the moment are very spiritual. I do healings now as I go shopping on our market. I love it. Doing something to help others inspire me. Wonderful, Lynn. Fantastic. So you are absolutely doing an action, which is so important. And you are mingling with other people, which is so important. Good for you, Lynn.
Norma says, honey, she officially retired.
Well, congratulations. I'm sure you are happy about that. You're kind of struggling with it, but good for you.
You'll get used to it after a while, trust me.
Yep. Yep. Okay, so Shauna says, I'm trying to get back to myself lately as I've been feeling unwell and not myself. Trying to focus on me and self-care now as I can't help anyone. You can't pour from an empty cup as been
Yes.
helping everyone else. Exactly. You know what? I just read something from Facebook my daughter put on there about just accepting the fact maybe that you are not well, you are trying, accept it, and you need to heal yourself first. You have to save yourself first before you can save everyone else. Don't sacrifice yourself. Just get well. Take care of yourself. You're worth it. That was great, Sean. Love that.
Amy, I want to say this. You don't forget, first off. I mean, you always have the memories. And that's the one thing you have to cherish are the memories. Okay? Whether it be good or bad. But they're memories. And that's why when I tell Faye, when she goes to visit her daughter, her sister, whomever it is, I always say, go make memories. And that's what you have to do.
Take the opportunity as soon as you can. Our topic today is what inspires you? I want to know what inspires you. Absolutely.
Now, to me, folks, I'm in one room, and what inspires me is a lady in the other room. Let's see, where am I at? No, this way. Her.
You. Well, you know what? I have to say that what inspires me is what other people have to say on the show. You guys inspire me too. But I also am inspired by just plain old music. I mean, let me just put it out there. I love all kinds of music, and some music is so unbelievably amazing that it inspires me. Also, I'm inspired by people who take action, who use their skills, who use their talents. They inspire me to do something as well. So you know what? But I love your comments.
And in that sense, honey, like you say about music, it's
Yeah,
like here. Let me give you a prime example. There are people that I know that say, "Man, I wish I could learn how to play guitar," and I tell them, "What's holding you back?"
right. Do it. What's holding you back? Do it.
You are. That's the only one holding them back.
Right.
Good morning, Leanne. Leanne Garcia. Good morning. Good morning.
So also here we have a couple of folks saying, Leona says, music is my life, calls me down. I see, when my kids were little, I calmed them down by turning up the stereo and either rocking them to the music, or sometimes we just dance. I held them in my arms and we just danced around the living room, so music has been a part of my life all the time, all my life.
And then she marries a musician.
And then I marry a musician. Absolutely. Yeah. So Flocka Flow, my silly children. Yeah. Aren't they the greatest? They're the greatest. They also keep you humble, the children, as they get older and they become your friends. Oh my gosh.
And you know what's really weird is like a lot of times you'll sit there and watch your kids, and then they say something that you told them years ago.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
they come out and they look at you like, remember, Dad?
Well, and sometimes I don't remember what I said, and it was really actually at a young age I said something really wise to them, and they haven't forgotten it their whole life, and I'm going, wow, I don't even remember telling you that. And so Amy says, music has the power to calm the savage beast. You know what? That's right. Do you know that a herd of cows, they gravitate to when you play music to them. They love to hear the music. I saw that.
So here's a little helpful thing for you, Amy. When you start feeling down about Mom again and all that, throw on one of Mom's songs.
Or maybe something that you love. How about that?
Yeah.
And Christopher says, yes, music is spiritual. I know that he loves music.
Betcha, buddy.
It is. It hits your soul, doesn't it? Doesn't it just hit your soul? See. Norma says, I love my job as teacher, but the young teachers kind of forced me out. I will continue I will continue volunteering in school and nursing home. What inspires me is making a difference by helping others. Absolutely. So when you give of yourself, you become also so much more interesting, don't you? And don't you like to talk to people who are gracious and are kind and are generous? Aren't they interesting? They're so interesting. So maybe that inspires me. Interesting, gracious people.
Well, I remember telling this story long ago. There was two guys that I taught them guitar and everything, and showed them some licks and all that, and sat down with them, went through music, the whole 9 yards. And both those two guys got Guitar Player of the Year. And I said, "What about the teacher?" Never
I'm
got
sure
an
he
award.
I'm sure he remembers you and is
Oh
grateful.
yeah, Jason did. Jason right
Yeah.
away said, "I want to thank my teacher." He goes, "If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here." He goes, "I want to thank my teacher, Roger Rabbit."
There's Lynn saying, I too love all genres of music, Faye. As soon as I hear music or songs, I start choreographing routines. I can't
Routines,
keep
dance
still.
routines.
There you go. That's how you stay young. Oh, my darling. Here we have our daughter, Tanya. Hello, darling.
Hola.
Hola. No chingly chingly. So
You
tell
would be proud of me, Tanya, because
Tanya.
they tried to add. I paid off this credit card, $4,500 worth of a credit card, and I paid it all off to zero. And then out of some odd reason, they charged me $42 for interest. And I blew up. And I said, "I want to talk to somebody who's the boss." After all of that, I told the lady, I said, "You are not putting that on there." I said, "No chingling me." I said, "No, you take that off."
No
And so
chingly
she
me.
said, "Hang on." Went talked to the manager, came back and said, "Mr. Garza, you were at zero."
Thank you. So, Tanya, I love what you posted today. The Stephanie Bennett Henry. I love that, and that inspires me. So here's my daughter, who inspires me a lot. She's an artist. She's a fantastic writer. She makes a home. She has a vintage home, like out of the 1900. Is it 1900? Was it built? And she has made that home so beautiful. I am amazed, and she inspires me. So, yeah, people who have talked about what inspires you, and some say children, this lady right here, Tanya, inspires me, as well as my other kids do too. But, I'm glad you're here today because we're talking about what inspires you. And Tanya, I know you're working through that yourself. She also picked up her drawings and her sketching. So she's saying to me it was 1889. That's so cool. It was one of the
Wow.
first homes built in our fair city of Baldwin.
Go to Shanahan.
Okay, Shauna says, my granddad got me started in music. He gave me my first tint whistle at 9. I taught myself, and as I got older, I learned other instruments like the flute and uilleann pipes. And I just love playing traditional Irish music. It made me feel relaxed, and I'd be in my own world and tuned into it. I have an eclectic taste in music, but it makes you feel alive. Thank you for that. That's cool. There's Tammy. Good morning, dear Tammy, from the fair town of Grafton, North Dakota.
Yep.
Love it that you joined us today. Thank you. So Christopher's saying, Roger, you need to teach me a chord or two. Maybe we can have
Believe
a
it or
Zoom
not,
meeting.
Christopher, you can learn how to play guitar on YouTube. And that's the truth. They have videos on
It's
it.
not
now.
as fun. It's more fun
No,
to
I
have.
know.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
Tammy.
most likely, honey, because of A&I, they'd probably censor me showing something,
I don't know. No, they won't. Just flew back from Nevada. Good for you, Tammy. You took a little trip. So I also think that I'm inspired by travel.
Me.
Yeah, you too. You inspire me every Sunday night or every time I go and watch your gigs. It's fun. And so here we got Shauna saying, "That's amazing, Tanya. Wow, so cool. Your home sounds amazing. Well done. You must be very creative and talented." Absolutely, she is.
She is. Yep.
Yep. So, Tanya, I wanted to let you know and to get you in on something too. If you have time on Tuesday, I know you got a very busy
Schedule.
schedule. Paul Francis is having a healing session special on Tuesday at 2 o'clock.
Me.
What time did you say? 2 o'clock?
2 o'clock.
I'll send you the link when it starts happening. I don't know if you can join us, but you might want to, whatever. And Tammy as well.
If she seen my back, she would know why.
Yeah, well,
I
she knows
fought
all
down
about it.
again.
Do you dance? Do I dance? Does who dance? I dance. I dance
Okay,
to
here's the thing.
Roger's music. Yeah.
Yeah, when I put on good old conjunto music, you ought to see her. And I keep telling her, I know you're Mexican inside. And we dance. We do dance.
It's pretty cool. I caught on pretty quick, didn't I? Have to say that. I think
Yep.
that is one of my little hidden talents.
We could go to the Conjunto Fest and blend right in. Boom, start dancing.
Oh, hi, Tammy says Gary's with her. He's here with her.
Oh, hey, Gare. Good to see you, buddy. You know, this is really something. I wish that we could do another event again. I enjoyed being up there. I really did. And everybody, here's the thing. I want you to look at this. Yes, I'm a psychic medium. Yes, I've been doing it for almost 20 years. Yes, I do see things that other people can't see. But it's just people themselves inspire me,
Right.
And like meeting everybody was like something like this is family,
Yeah, it's family. It is family. When we got together with all of you in Grafton, we felt so at home, and you just did such a wonderful time. You did such a wonderful way of taking all of our worries away. I mean, I didn't have to work very hard. They helped me display everything that I brought, and they had food. You guys are so welcoming and lovely.
You guys were rock stars that day.
You really are rock stars.
So there's my brother from another mother. Hey, Ruben Resendez, good morning, good morning. I know Mary's with them, and I hope Mary's doing good today.
Yes, Tammy. Yes,
exactly.
Tammy.
That's what I mean. It was like, these are our friends, now they're part of the family, it's
really
so
meshed
cool.
with you, and it was kind of strange. I mean, not strange. It was wonderful because I know that way in the middle of North Dakota, or kind of on the eastern part of it, psychic mediums, I don't think are kind of they're not really prevalent. And so we doubly appreciate the fact that you spread the word, you promoted us, and that you have a understanding of it being a possibility. Your vibration, your own individual vibrations are elevated because of your open mindedness. I am kudos to you.
Well, the next time we go up there, honey, we gotta stay closer at a hotel.
Oh yeah. It won't be in Grand Forks again. It'll be up right in Grafton.
Yep. Good morning, Mary Lasea.
Good morning.
Well, happy belated birthday to Mary. Both Mary and Ruben. When I moved down to Texas, we became friends because they used to listen to my radio show. And we got so close that I started reading for the sons, the two sons, Ruben Jr. and Joey. And I told, man, Joey was Joey took me up and down at a roller coaster because I would tell him, he'd say, I need this job. Okay, you're going to get this job, but you're going to get another one. And then his house, everything, the whole 9 yards. And I even told him, I said, you're going to be married with 2 kids. I think they got 3 now. I don't know. But he's married, he got his house, everything's good. But anyway, they're celebrating Mary's birthday today. Do me one favor, Ruben. Get Mary later on, maybe later on today or tomorrow. Get Mary a Whataburger and eat it for me, will you?
He has 2 boys, Ruben says.
Yeah, see? And I told him, I said he would have 2 kids.
So Tanya says, what inspires me, seeing other creative individuals succeeding in their respective genres as independent and self-employed artists. They show me that I too can thrive. Absolutely. Yep. As a self-employed artist. Thank you.
It's like I just said a little while ago. I said that I've come across people that say, man, I wish I could play guitar. And I tell them, what's holding you back? You are. And believe it or not, you're your worst enemy.
That's right. So, okay, Leona's asking to keep her in her prayers, keep her in our prayers on Monday, going for another procedure and getting a biopsy done. We absolutely,
right,
without
we will.
any hesitation. And okay.
We didn't even do the call letters, honey. We're coming to you live by.
What? We don't have to do that anymore. Thank the Lord.
You know what I wonder, babe?
What?
I wonder how the people in New Orleans right now, they're probably expecting to hear from us doing the show. And I'm wondering whether any of them going like, man, what happened
to those people?
Yeah.
We took off. It's okay. They know where we are. They can join us.
They can log on anytime.
They can log on anytime. So, you know what? That gives me, reminds me, please share the show. Let everybody know that we're on, and maybe they will be inspired by what you guys are saying, because this is what happens. When we talk about these things, believe me, everybody benefits from it.
Leona gave me something to talk about. This to me is nothing, okay? But I want you folks to know something, and please keep this in mind. I had a lady that texted me yesterday about all these operations she was going to go through and all this and that. I never, number one, met the lady, first off. Number two, she don't come on the show, but I'm supposed to tell her all this stuff just like that. And then last night, I forgot to turn off my phone, so she hits me up at 12:30 in the morning, asking me more stuff. And I'm thinking, man, this is why I turn off my phone at night, because people are very rude. So if you want me to help you, number one, get on the show and watch the show. I'll get your vibes, your energy.
Right.
And don't attack me. There's people that come on the show. You see anything for me? And I think to myself, well, who the hell are you? I've never met you, so why'd you come on like that?
Well,
Paul hates it. I hate it.
Yeah, well, it's called being just kind of patient, being patient and letting
Well, it's disrespectful when they do it that way.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people that are new and say, I'm sorry, it's my first time. Yes, I understand that. But to call me at 12:30 at night, when our business is shut, I close the business at 6 o'clock. I should be done.
Plenty of time to get in touch with Roger.
Yeah, I am here from 11 in the morning until 6 o'clock in the evening, Monday through Friday. Why can't you call in, or why can't you text me then? No, it's got to be at night.
On Facebook Messenger.
And then you expect me to like bow down and help you. No. I still remember your dad, Rube. Good man. He didn't say much, but his eyes told a lot, I know that.
Yeah, Christopher says etiquette. Yep.
Yeah, that's what it boils down to. But it's just like, man, can't you follow rules?
Well,
And
I
like
wonder.
said,
It's like this. It's like, would they appreciate a call at 12:30 at night when they're
yeah,
trying
while
to?
they're sleeping.
Yeah.
And then, number one, I never met the lady. I don't know who she is. And then for her to come out and ask me all these things, what do you see? She wanted me to do the deal like I told you. I can go inside the human body and look. But I do that on Facebook Messenger, and I charge $100, believe it or not, because it drains the hell out of me.
Well, that's an intense
Yeah,
skill.
it's like an intense reading.
Mhm.
So she wanted me to tell her three things, like, what do you see for this, and what do you see for that, what do you see for, and I'm going like, who is this lady?
Yeah. So, but I mean, if she
Well,
did,
I wanted to get that off my chest
yeah,
so everybody knows.
yeah, I think it's
Our
important.
hours are 11 to 6. Hit me up during that time. If it's an emergency, I leave my phone on till at least 10 or 11. If it's an emergency. Okay? Other than that, hit me in business hours.
Nancy is saying one of Mary's twin grandsons will be having surgery for hernia on Monday, October
Oh, that's
2nd.
the
Please keep him in
baby.
your prayers. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, in case you're wondering who we're talking about, her sister Mary had texted me on the show about the twins. And I said, don't worry. I said, the twins are going to be fine. I said, they're going to be born a half hour apart. I was off by 3 minutes.
You were.
And
you
I
were
said
wrong.
Thursday. And it started at Thursday going into Friday. So,
Yeah.
but let's pray for the babies are babies still, Let's pray for them.
Absolutely. So Lynn says she's had that too because Paul said nobody has to contact him. So I have had these people on to me. I had a Facebook message at 2:40 a.m. one morning last week. Yeah, no.
See, the best thing to do is turn off your phone.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Otherwise, like they're at the door.
Oh, so Mary is saying that Jonah Dell is his name. Look at those two.
See, they're babies.
Sweet.
They're the kinds you want to go.
Oh, Leona mentions that half hour is 30 minutes and you were 3 minutes off, so the threes were there. Okay.
And then when I told Paul, I said it was only 3 minutes off. What does he say? Well, you were wrong.
Yeah.
You can't be precise, I'll tell you. This is a weird business. It really is, folks. I mean, what we do, Paul and I, and Ann, I know Ann's I don't see Ann's name on here yet, and I thought she would be. But the stuff that we do, it's, number one, on one end, it's gratifying, but on the other end, it's also like time consuming, energy consuming. And then now, remember this, after I read for you, it's not like, okay, shut the door, they're done. No, I'm walking around with things that you're going through on my mind all the time and trying to correct them for you. It's me.
Yeah, it's kind of like you don't really let go until and he doesn't let go until you respond either. So
Yep.
if he puts out something for you, it's really a good idea to either respond or to heed his advice, actually, because it's like he mentioned to me, it's like a file still open It's like
Right.
a file is that open, and he doesn't know, he doesn't know what the result was. Please respond. Please come back with the information. Even if it didn't happen, please do that.
Honey, I gotta rub something in Ruben's face.
Okay.
Rube, look what I got.
Oh, you also have two other gigantic ones in your hutch.
Yeah, but see
Remember?
this, he wants me, this is the Lone Star, or the Longhorns, right? He
Oh, you
wants me
have
to
those too.
do,
Remember,
I
Val
know, but he
something?
wants me to do the other one, the A&M.
Oh,
They're maroon colored, but I got this one because I used to live in Austin.
oh, Lynn says she has to keep her phone on because she got the phone call about Mark having his heart attack.
Okay,
Okay, gotcha.
but please, people, keep it in mind that, we're not your 24/7 psychics. Don't live by a psychic, okay? Live your life
Yeah,
normally as you would, like you didn't even know us.
yeah. Don't put your life on hold, waiting for what the psychic meeting might say.
Right.
You are accountable for your own steps in your life. You're creating your own life. You are creating your own life.
Thank you, Christopher. Look what he says.
It's draining, I know. Oops.
I got him. A tu salud.
Go Longhorns.
Yep, that's it. So, we are at, we got about 35 minutes left. Does anybody have any questions, anything you want to discuss now that we're here? And we're very disgusting. What?
What? No,
I said anything you want to discuss. We're disgusting.
we're
Hello.
discussing. Oh, here we go. Here's another comment regarding what's inspirational for a person. Ruth says, hi Ruth, glad you joined us today.
Yep.
What inspires me is random acts of kindness, doing something nice for someone without expecting anything in return.
Bingo.
Thank
That's
you.
it. Without
beautiful.
expecting something in return.
Yep. It's beautiful. Yep.
Christopher, you forgot to put the E at the end. The way you have it there, salud, that means your health. And I know that's what they say, but no, that's right. Wait a minute, I'm thinking of no, it's salud. Salute is like the way they say it. Put the E under. It's spelled, and the D it's spelled SALUTE. That's the way you spell it.
A little Spanish lesson.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
A little Spanish lesson for you guys on Saturday morning, silly Saturday.
Yep. You want to tell them what else we talked about, babe?
I don't remember. What else did we talk about? Oh, no, I'm not gonna. That's something that'll show up anytime. So far, you've been good.
Okay, Leona wants me to explain this. This is what I told her to say. I behold the Christ in you. I explained what it means and said it worked, but love to know the meaning behind it. When you ask somebody or you say in your mind, I behold the Christ in you, like say somebody's crabby, and you just don't want to be by them. Just look at them and stare. And just think in your mind, I behold the Christ in you. And when you keep saying that over and over again, all of a sudden, their whole demeanor changes. And they're nice. I mean, would you rather work or deal with the devil, or you want to work with the Lord? That's simple.
It kind of helps with the animals too. When you are calm with your animals, have you noticed your pets?
Yep.
You emanate a calmness, and it helps them. I don't care what kind of animal you have.
Now see, Doreen's trying to break the whole.
Yeah.
The
There will be
movement.
if something comes up, Doreen. Don't you worry, dear.
I'm always open to the other side. Okay, always 24/7. I'm open to the other side.
Yes.
If I get messages for you in particular, trust me, I will text you. I will tell you. You know, if it's late or whatever I get, I tell you. I don't hold back nothing because that's my whole gift is to help people. Period.
He doesn't stop, folks. It truly is always there, okay? Always there. We have Dan here today.
Yep, there's
It's
our
okay
buddy
that you're
Danny.
late.
Good to
Travis
see
is
you,
here,
Dan.
and he says, I applied for a different position. Is it looking good for getting the position?
It's kind of like this, Trav. You want to go that way, but the people that you're going to be leaving are pulling you back. So it's weird. It's like, no, we don't want you to go. Because you don't know the impression and the input that you gave those people by knowing your knowledge that you passed down to others.
So, Leona, I don't want you to think that this is some kind of magical voodoo kind of thing that Roger's
No.
suggesting. It's like, so she says, does it work for ex-partners? I'm only messing there, calling an ex for a reason. I'm not quite sure I'm following you, but you know, if it helps, it works on everyone. If you're genuinely saying it, it works.
I think she's referring to the fact that of getting her kids back. But here's the deal. Number one, and I'm going to throw this out there. Ask yourself this question, not only to Leona, to everybody. When you do something wrong or whatever it is, there's a reason why, like, the kids are gone. Do you deserve the kids? That's the key thing. I know everybody doesn't want to break up homes, and I understand that. But be worthy of what you're asking for. You're asking for the Lord to give you a blessing. Be worthy of that blessing. Okay?
Amy, again, if there's something that comes up, trust me, he will tell you.
I don't know if Dad is still alive, Amy, but I'm getting he's there. Like he's behind you. And he's talking about a little box, that he left something in a little box. I don't know what it is. Go down to Travis, honey.
Oops. Travis, that's why I applied. I don't want to go back.
Okay.
So Leona responds, sometimes in life you have to fall in order to rise again and even stronger than
Amen.
ever before. Absolutely. And
Yep.
and you two are to accept yourself and accept it, and then dump the stuff that doesn't work. Dump the stuff that doesn't work. Assess it. Assess yourself. Accept yourself, but assess yourself in a positive, constructive way. Hi, Marcy.
Hi, Mars. Had to put her up there. And yesterday was Jackson's birthday. Toughest day he went to on the other side. Yep. Do you remember that, honey?
Yep, I do. I really do.
And in August 29th to be exact, was the I don't know if you'd call it anniversary or whatever, but it was the second year of my son's passing. And that was tough for me, but I just keep going. There was an old song a long time ago that just talked about smiling on the outside and crying on the inside. And that's basically me, but I keep going. I don't
Well,
stop.
and it's okay to go through grief. Absolutely. It's absolutely. You got to take time for yourself, whatever time that is. Truly. It is true. So Doreen is mentioning, yes, there is a reason, but thankfully she's on the right path, and being in a toxic relationship is best out of. Yeah.
Bow out of.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, she needs to.
Yeah, Marcy says bottling up grief isn't good for me.
Exactly.
Yes, we all grieve differently.
Yep.
Differently. Yep.
And it's like I told Amy, if you keep grieving and grieving and grieving, her mother died in July. And if you keep holding on to that, I understand, yeah. You hang on to memories, but don't let those memories overpower you.
Yes.
To where it becomes all about you then.
I mean, think of them fondly. I mean, embrace them. That's it. But do each day. Just pick yourself up and walk out that door and meet people, be in nature, listen to music. I mean, it sounds, but really it does help. It does. We've all been through grief. You can't be old like me or Roger without having been in grief for a while, but you might be in grief for a relationship that went awry.
Honey, I'm going to do something. You might be against this, but I'm going to do it.
Okay, I'm not against it. What? Oh, please. He's stripping, but he's showing so that's his boo-boo that has healed for about a week now. Thank God. Yeah.
Now, the reason I did that was because a lot of people would be go, oh, me, oh. Folks, I have to play today at a wedding, and then I got to play tomorrow. So it's almost like when somebody passes, it doesn't stop. The show must go on. And that's why I showed you how bad my back is.
Yep.
Yeah, Leona, my wife said the same thing. She goes,
I call him a
son of a gun.
I call him a tough old man.
Yep. Yeah, Christopher, that's a way to put that. I like that, honey. Look at that.
Yep, he has rebirthed. And he has shown up. Paul did an incredible reading for Roger one day where his son, and I don't know if anybody was there to watch it, but I mean, Paul didn't know the name of Roger's son, which is Rogelio. Is it right?
Yep.
And that came through. And was very comforting and mind-boggling for Roger. I mean, it was.
Those
I was
that
so
watched
glad.
the show, honey, were putting on to that they were all crying.
Yeah, including me. I just didn't know what to do with that, but it was quite stunning. Let me say, at the very least. RC says, "You don't know grief until you did my midterm last night." Glad you made it through, though. Glad you showed up today. Good on you.
Yep.
So Lynn says, to honor the loved ones who have passed, be the best you can be here and now. They don't want us to grieve forever. This is a teaching of Paul's. Absolutely.
Shauna, yes, it is sore. Yes, it does hurt. But it's like I say, if you fall... Oh, I'll give you another one, honey. I was going to tell you this. Just a couple days ago, Ringo Starr, who was 83 from the Beatles, he was doing an encore hunt. He was coming up the stairs and he tripped.
It
And he got
happens.
back up. Yeah, he bounced right back up, went to the microphone and say, "Peace, everybody," and they continued the concert.
I know. I've watched three musicians, or known of three musicians that have been who are in Roger's band, who have fallen, and they
Yep.
continue to play. One broke his shoulder. Yeah,
Yeah, it was Billy that
that was
landed on
Billy.
top of me.
Mikey fell on cement on his forehead, and
Yeah.
he's the drummer, and he continued to play for the rest
Yeah,
of the
that
night.
night he had a big old knob
He
like
had
that.
I said,
Blood
"You're
coming
forming your
down.
third eye." Yeah.
Here's another one. The boss, Bruce Springsteen. He fell. They showed him going up to the stage and pow, landed on his back and just laid there and kind of laughed. And they helped him up. The roadies helped him up and everything. And then he had to cancel because, what the heck was it? Something about it was a hernia or something that went wrong.
Oh. Yeah.
The only thing I was worried about, honey, was internal bleeding from Billy landing on top of me, you know?
Yeah. I know. Doreena's saying, yes, the night before New Year's, Mom passed away. She phoned me, but I didn't answer her call. And next morning at 9 a.m., I received a call that my mom has passed today. This day, I regret not answering and returning her call. Still gets to me ever so often. Your mom's okay with that. Can you tell her that, I mean...
Yeah, but here's the thing, Doreen. Don't carry that guilt with you.
Yes.
Because my son and I, prior to him dying, we hadn't talked for 15 years. I mean, we got into a fist fight because he was on drugs. And
he was not really done with drugs throughout his whole life,
No.
was he? He continued to take them. Mm-hmm.
But I don't carry the guilt that, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. I wish I would have talked to him. But it's it's kind of like the Lord gave me a lesson saying, okay, you didn't want to talk to him, I took him away from you now. But I know I'll see him again.
Right. Well, don't you think that it helps that you're a psychic medium, that you know there's more to this life?
I've already talked to him a couple of times.
Right. And you know from having the near-death experience that life goes on. It doesn't stop.
Look what Lynn says, honey.
Yeah. This is regarding Paul's reading, and Lynn says, I was with you. The reading was amazing, and yes, we were all crying. Crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is I don't let that define my life. You know, yes, I miss my son dearly. It's been 2 years now. And I know he would have been like a roadie with me. He always was, my roadie and my sound man. Mm-hmm. But he's gone. I have to make him proud, and I have to keep going until everyone calls me home, you know?
Okay. Good to see you, Ruth. I'm so glad you joined. Come join us again on Wednesday night. We are Latino Psychic Visions will be
at 4 o'clock Central
Central Time. So please watch for us. So glad you joined us.
Which is 10 o'clock GMT time. What's everyone gonna do today? Well, like I said, I have to go play a wedding, and then tomorrow I have to play again.
We stay busy, folks.
Yep. And me, I'm gonna be 73 years old and working 7 days a week. That's crazy.
That is crazy. Not everybody has to do that.
True. But I didn't know if I told you, honey. When I was sitting down playing, I was sitting by Mike, and I kept looking at Mikey, right? And I'm doing all of these little guitar licks while I'm playing. And he looks at me and goes, "Man, that's pretty."
Okay, so Amy's asking, my husband is sickly and I am worried. He has diabetes, melanoma, and deep vein thrombosis. Do you see anything? Roger, Bill is his name.
There's one more thing that's attacking him too. I would advise, I don't know how your household is, Amy, but I would advise for him to have peace and quiet. And if you could, for him to really relax, have some soft music going by him. Not blasting loud, no, soft.
And Amy, join Paul on Tuesday night. Join that.
Okay, we got to send Marcy a check.
It's Shauna.
Shauna, yes.
Okay. Were you digging for compliments, dear?
No, not at all. I'm just saying that even at 73, I still keep going, you know. I don't let things stop me. Even a fall, like you guys just seen my back. Even a bad fall like that. And the other guitar player fell on top of me with his amplifier. With all of that going on straight pavement, the parking lot. We played
behind a huge speaker, which hid the whole incident from me. I had no idea that happened. Again, I didn't know. I
hit my head on a case. And it kind of like knocked me out for a bit. And then when I woke up, and then Billy, the other guitar player, says, he's on top of me and goes, "God, you're soft." I said, "Get off of me."
Lynn says, I was surprised when Archie came through Paul last Monday. I have never asked for a reading or for cards in all the years I've known him. So it was amazing I got this last week. I know. Isn't that just a wonderful gift when you receive that kind of information?
It was like when he read for me too, you know, just out of the blue. Boom.
We never expect a reading from Paul because, you know, we want everybody else to get it. Norma's making banana bread and listening to Roger and Faye. She says we celebrate our 26th anniversary. Everyone said we wouldn't make it. Well, good for you. You proved them wrong.
Good for you, dear. And happy anniversary to you both. Well, we got about 15 minutes left. Yvonne Presswood, where have you been, dear? Good to see you.
Marcy says, I'm 48 and hope I live a fuller life, traveling and seeing more. I am so afraid that I will die not experiencing anything. Well, don't be afraid. Just do it. Just do it.
Marcy, I was blessed when I played with Flaco Jimenez. I was blessed to go to Europe playing guitar, playing all over the place, all over the United States, Mexico City, Zacatecas, all of them. And I was very blessed to see things that the average person never gets to see. And the thing is like they say, the old saying, go for it. Don't let anybody hold you back. You're holding yourself. It's like
put it on the refrigerator. If you want to go, really, Marcy, put the trip on your refrigerator. I suggest that so that you keep it in front of you.
Yeah, Christopher, you're right. I'm lucky I didn't break my back.
Marcy says, death is scary. Whoops. I wanted to put what Marcy said.
Okay, sorry.
Death is scary for me. Can you help her out?
Honey, death is death. That's the other side. I say it all the time on the show. It's the other half of life. We all have to face it regardless. But until then, don't let that hold you back from living your life. The Lord only gives us one life to live. Live it to its fullest. Enjoy life for what it is.
Well, He gives us this life to live. If you believe in reincarnation, there's going to be more lives for you, Marcy.
Well, it's like the old saying in
Live
Spanish,
this life
disfruta tu
full.
vida. Live your life, enjoy your life. I mean, you think when they came up to me and said, "Hey, we're gonna go to Europe. You want to go?" You think I was gonna say no? I was scared because
He was
I'd never been on
petrified
a
of
plane that
flying.
long.
He still
Yeah,
doesn't like to fly. But I mean, he was given the opportunity and he sucked it up and he went. I mean, don't pass up any opportunities. Set some money aside for it if you can, you know. Take pictures of where you want to go.
I got that, and then yep. Because here's the deal: we had to go. To give you an idea, we took a plane from San Antonio to Houston. To Houston, we got on that little train they have, and we hobbied over from Houston to Atlanta, Georgia. From Atlanta, Georgia, we had to get on the plane and go up to New York and take a right turn and go across the ocean. The whole thing was 9.5 hours on that plane.
I like what Christopher says. Live the life that you have now. Absolutely. Do it
Exactly.
while you can. Do it while you can. You're 48. That's really young.
And here, Christopher is positive proof of look what he's going through.
Yeah.
And he's living his life. He's not letting that hold him back.
No. So, Marcy, then what's the worry? Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Yvonne says, go and have an adventure to different places. We're supposed to, I give this as a kind of a little bit of homework. Do something today you've never done before. Is it reading a different book? Is it going to a different place? I don't know, to just visit outdoors. Do something today you've never done before.
There's something I want to put up that Yvonne said. Here, we talked about this when my wife said, "Honey, I want to go to Scotland." Blah blah blah. I said, "The money's in the bank. Go make it. Go make memories." I said, "Go have an adventure," and she did that.
I don't regret it at all.
And me, here's the deal. My wife went to the Ewing reunion in Scotland, and me, unbeknownst to me, I went to go play. One of the first places I played at was called the Asturias in Spain. And I went to Santiago, Spain. All these places that I played in Spain, I looked up my family tree, and that's where our family originated from. So I went to my ancestors' stomping grounds, and I kept telling everybody that we got to go back. We're going back to that. I said, no, you know what? I'm in Santiago, Spain. I said, I like it here. It's for some reason, I want to stay. They say, you're crazy. You can't stay here. You're a citizen of the United States. Then I found out that I could get, because of the family or my tree that I go back to, I come from royalty. So they told me I could have 5 acres free if I stayed there and became a citizen of Spain. It was tempting.
I know. It's always tempting to stay where you go travel to, especially if it's part of your heritage.
Yep.
It's just a fantastic feeling to find out about where your family started from.
Look at this, honey.
Yes.
Marcy Padilla is in my family. I could show you the book. I could go to my office and get the book and show you.
Tina says, blessings, everyone. Well, Tina, thank you. Yeah, it's our duty. Honestly, it is our assignment when we are born to just be everything that you can be and to experience all the wonderful things that this world gives us.
You're right, Yvonne. Once in a lifetime, yes.
Yes, we are both blessed. We are both blessed. Absolutely. Every single day. Truly.
Plus, I made money playing. Plus, I got to see a lot of... When all the guys wanted to go to the bar, I was in a church. and I just sat in the church because I was so
What
amazed.
and that church was ages ago was built, and you sat in the
Yeah.
middle of that. Yep.
Well, when I got to the Asturias, I went to a church that was around the corner from the hotel, and it was made out of granite, out of rock. And the pews that they had were made out of trees. It was so cool to be in there, and I was so content, you know. Where were you? We're looking for you. I said, well, I've been here all this time.
They didn't get it. They didn't get it.
No,
They were young. You're an old soul. You're an old soul. You always have been.
thank you.
You're welcome. I meant
But
that in the
really,
most.
everybody, if there's something you want to do in life, don't come up with excuses. Well, I gotta watch the kids. I got this. Do it. Just do it. You'll never have regrets.
Never. Especially if it's something that you've been thinking about, you know. Don't give up dreaming ever in your life.
When I went to Mexico City, you know, we played in the Zocalo, they called it. And that's like the heart of downtown. And we played there. And, you know, I know it's my culture, my background and all that, but when we were all there, this was before we played. We were all there and people were selling their goods on mats. They would roll out their little rugs and they would sell their goods that they made by hand. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, everybody started rolling up their mats and go screaming like and yelling and everything else. And I tapped this guy out and I said, ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? And he goes, Ahí viene el jefe. And then what he's telling me is, I said, what's going on? He said, the chief is coming. And I'm going, the chief? Who's the chief? So he says, ahí viene el jefe, ahí viene el jefe. So we're waiting and waiting. And here comes the head chief of the Aztec Indians. And the reason they pay respect to him is because Mexico was his and his ancestors. So when he came, everybody, it was like they estimated 25 to 30,000 people there to listen to our concert. And when he came, it was like a gauntlet. It just opened up and he walked through. And when I was listening to him, he was in the center and people were all gathered around him. And he started speaking in our tongue, which is Azteca. And he's, and I'm going like, huh? What? I didn't understand him, but everybody else did. And man, it was just something different to see. And I'm thankful to the Lord that I got to see it.
Tina's asking or saying she's trying to figure out how to make a business. Well, can I just make a suggestion? Is that okay?
Yep.
You know, the Small Business Association, contact them. They gear to women. They'll help figure out how to fund your business. They'll talk to you about how to put it together. Look them up. Small Business Association.
A little pointer I will say, anytime you have a business, try not to have a partner. Because the partner has their ideas, their ways they're going to do it, and you have yours. And next thing you know, you're arguing. And like they say, if you want your best friend to be your enemy, go in business with them.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah. So Dan's got to go. Everyone have a nice weekend and God bless everyone. Thank you for joining us today,
buddy.
Dan.
Stay in touch, will you?
Yeah, you know, I know today wasn't a whole bunch of reads or anything, but sometimes that's what Silly Saturday is all about. We like to get your viewpoints. We got a chance to discuss everything that you have to say about what inspires you. We feel that you have something to say, and we love hearing from you too. So, and we hope that everybody resonated with everyone, actually. And there were a few reads. There's not always everyone gets a read. So please understand, it doesn't happen every Saturday. It just if there's something that has to be said, something has to be said.
And if you need help, Tina Ellen, I've had businesses of my own since I was, in my 20s. Out of our class, right? The class of '68. Out of our class, I was the first one to have a record store and music store.
Don't be afraid. If you've got an idea, go see those folks.
Yep.
They'll help you. They'll help you.
What time are we at? Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, I guess we're winding down. And now remember this: you all seen my back. It's not holding me back. I'm going to go play. He's the only one that stops me. I'm going to go play tonight, and I'm going to go play tomorrow. And God willing, I'll finish both of them. And I'll be here Monday on Paul's show. Please do not forget Reach Across Live with Paul at 1:30, which is our time, Central Standard Time. And don't forget, Tuesday, Paul is going to do a special for me. What do you call it, honey?
Healing.
Yeah, healing session at 2 o'clock, our time, Central Standard Time, which would be 3 o'clock in Eastern Time. Okay? And it'll be 10 o'clock on GMT time. So if you want to be healed, folks, please tune into that, because I'm not going to be the only person that's going to receive it. Okay? But anyway, honey, you got anything you want to say?
I'm just saying thank you for joining us today. It's been a great show. Thank you for making it happen again. Please invite your friends to follow us, to share the show. We appreciate your like button. Keep on doing that. Keep on showing up. You make it happen for us. And you want to have a wonderful weekend yourselves, everyone.
And I will say it this way. Vaya con Dios, my darling. Vaya con Dios, my love. So we gotta go. And we want to say this. I know a lot of you are inspired now, so please tell everyone you love them. Love everyone you can on this earth right now. Why? Lisa? Where are you, Lisa? Oh, yeah, she's got it up. Kathy Hanley, you got it up yet? No.
I've got it up too.
So, oh, yeah. Oh, she love all your prayer, family prayers. Okay. Because here's the reason why, folks, and we say this every show. Love everyone you can on this earth, because love is life. And life is love. Cherish those words. I do, because I received them in a reading. So take care of yourselves. Have a great weekend. No fall down. Okay?
Goodbye, everyone.
Adios.
Adios.